right, we're back with another episode of Millennial Lessons, and today
I'm very excited.
you are. This is
I'm channycorzine. You can follow me on any social media platform with that name.
yes, and I'm lemusita, but
Yes.
it's at lemness
Yes.
on most everything except for Facebook. It's lemusita because I didn't get it.
Well, today
Today,
we are talking about probably one of my favorite humans to ever exist. It was a rough year. 2018 was a rough year. There
Yeah,
was a
it
couple
was.
different times where I thought I was going to give up on this person. But, we finished strong. And I'm saying we because I feel like I'm personally invested in their life. But we're talking about the one and only Kanye West.
Kanye West. Yeah, no clue. I mean, I know who he is.
Yeah,
I might be able to pick out a couple of songs. I think I have one song on his on my playlist.
Like Flashing Lights and like Stronger.
Yeah,
yeah.
All the popular ones, all the ones everyone knows.
Yeah, popular for the right reasons. Music, but
okay. So tell me about Kanye.
All right. Well, so Kanye is just the first to do it when it comes to things. Like he's always the first guy to do things. He was the first guy to start using voices and like human voices as beats for his songs. So when you listen to a Kanye song, almost every single beat is derived from a human voice.
Wait, every single beat?
Almost every single beat is derived from a human voice, a sample of an older song. Like he's known for pushing the limits musically.
Just doing things that no one else is doing.
Yeah, he's always, rather than riding the wave, he's creating waves.
Okay.
Making waves.
Okay.
Make waves, don't ride waves. Kanye 2020. Just kidding. I'm not necessarily going to vote for him. My girlfriend Sarah told me she'd break up with me if I voted for Kanye in 2020. But anyways, so we saw Kanye go through a really dark. So Kanye's mom died in, I want to say like October or November, like a couple years, like quite a few years back. So every October, November, Kanye like has a mental breakdown. And so in 2016? Yeah, in 2016 on the life.
I like how we don't fact check on this podcast.
No. This is total facts.
We're not checking. I'm not gonna check.
Super facts.
Okay.
In 2016,
bro facts.
Yeah, in 2016, Kanye was on the Life of Pablo tour, which I went and saw with my brother. One of the most amazing experiences of my life, borderline spiritual experience, I would say.
Okay.
And after like a couple stops after I saw him, he had a mental breakdown because he wasn't sleeping. He hadn't slept for like almost a week, and it was just like drugged out. And so and so he had to go to the hospital. He got back from the hospital, and the first person he went to visit after he got out of the hospital was Donald Trump. After Donald Trump had just won the election.
Okay.
So it was like, I was like, oh, dang, Kanye. Like, this is really the first guy we're going to hang out with right now? All right. I'll ride with you, but I'm not sure. And then over 2017, Kanye was on this, like, he wasn't even on the same planet as the rest of the world. And then 2018, he comes back. And 2018 was a crazy year for Kanye because he produced, I want to say, so he did Kids See Ghosts, which was an album that Kanye produced and was one of the main artists in with Kid Cudi. It was him and Kid Cudi. He did Yay, which was his solo album. He did...
This year.
This is this year. This is 2018. He did Pusha T's album. He produced Pusha T's album. He did Another Girl on his label. I think her name's like Teyana Taylor. I'm saying it wrong. But, so like, Kanye came back with a vengeance because 2017 he just went rogue on music and just went like full bore. It's like, I'm gonna be politics. And then 2018 he's just like putting out all this music, and this music that he put out in 2018 was crazy. Like it made like some of the songs made no sense. Like for example, his band, the band or group or whatever you want to call it with Kid Cudi is called Kids See Ghosts. Kids See Ghosts. And I'm like, dude, I don't even know what that means. Okay, so when Kanye dropped, so Kanye's most recent album is called Ye, like, because people call him Ye, Kanye, Ye. So when Kanye dropped Ye, he went to Wyoming, took over like this huge piece of land, and threw this crazy like Burning Man party for his album drop in Wyoming.
And people went.
Chris Rock emceed it, so you knew it was nuts.
Huh.
if Chris, "Hi everybody, Kanye," like like it's gonna be crazy.
We do impressions here at the Millennial Lessons podcast.
Yeah, and so it live streamed on this app called Tidal.
Yeah,
and it was nuts.
Oh, Tidal is Jay-Z's.
Yes.
Oh, I knew that much.
Yeah. So him and Jay got in a fight this year too, and everyone thought Kanye and Jay were done, and I was like, oh no, man. But then Kanye had another mental breakdown like in October. Well, that was actually 2017, in like December 2017. They got back to being friends in 2018.
Okay.
But especially after Jay, decided that Beyonce wasn't good enough for him. Idiot.
Okay, but why is he so
Kanye?
Popular.
Kanye is
popular.
He's
also super polarizing.
Yes.
You either love him or you hate him.
Right, and so I'll get to why Kanye got so popular this year.
Okay.
Kanye sadly did not get popular this year because of his music like he has in the past. Kanye got popular this year because he started walking around with "Make America Great Again" hats.
Okay.
And so in the community that he's a part of as a Black American, he was polarized from that community because Donald Trump is not the most popular person in that community group. And so that happened, and then he starts like saying things on TMZ like slavery was a choice. Yes, he said that. Okay. And starts like supporting Donald Trump and is just tweeting like the most insane stuff. Like if you want to realize how sane you are as a human, go look at Kanye West's Twitter. Like it's a mess. And so Kanye has all this stuff happening and goes on SNL and starts ranting on SNL about how the Democrats set up welfare as a system to enslave Black people and like all this stuff. And like he's just saying all these things.
Okay, wait. And he's your favorite human.
Hold on.
All right.
I'm getting there.
Okay.
Like 2006 Kanye is my favorite human.
Okay.
2018 Kanye, I was like, whoa, dude. Like,
okay, that's a good distinction.
I cannot be posting about you on my social medias because like you are not in your right mind.
Okay.
And like there was this one point where he was like, I'm off the meds. This is the real me. And there's this guy, his name was Pete Davidson.
Yeah.
He used to be engaged to Ariana Grande until he messed that up. Worst mistake of his life. And he was like, he went on SNL's Daily Update and was like, hey man, if you're off the meds and this is the real you, get back on the meds because you're insane, bro. Like those are good things for you. And I was like, yeah, actually I don't disagree. And then in the middle of the early November, Kanye tweeted and said, I apologize. Like, I take back everything I've said. I have been used as a ploy, and I no longer believe everything I've said. And then he went on to explain the reason. And he had, like, all these meetings with Donald Trump that were, like, on TV. Like, he would go to the White House and hang out with him. And he began to explain about how, like, Kanye is, like, one of Kanye's, like, things that he lives by. And he will always tell everyone, and this is, like, in multiple songs, like, this line, is that Kanye never takes advice from people that are less successful than him.
Okay.
And so Kanye is so successful.
Right.
Like his shoes with Adidas are setting the trend for streetwear, which is what we're going to be talking about in a couple episodes.
Another topic.
Yeah, another topic. And his music is constantly making new waves. He's never like riding a wave. He's always making new stuff. And culturally, he got married to Kim Kardashian, who is like stupidly famous for absolutely no, well, she's famous for a reason that we're not going to talk about on this podcast.
Okay.
Just don't Google it. And you know, it's like he just has popularity. He has like he's not going to take advice from.
And he has a voice and people listen to him. And even though it's kind of crazy, like he makes news.
Full crazy. It's
he makes
crazy.
News.
Oh, dude. Yes, and that's the thing is that people hate, like, and I don't agree with Kanye. And there was a couple points. So Kanye actually signed on to be the creative director for the award show for a website called Pornhub. Yeah. And I heard about that and I was like, I literally cannot support this man anymore.
Right.
Because, like, that goes against everything I believe in.
Right.
And I was like, oh my gosh, like, what a year. Like, this man is, like, saying slavery is a choice. Like, he's the creative director for this website that is just not
Against everything
good.
you believe in.
Yes, like his, and like the only, and what was crazy though, is like the only thing that kept me like tied to Kanye was the music he put out in 2018. Which like for me, I was kind of like, oh, actually, this is kind of cool because like I love Kanye for being a musician, but now like I can't stand him as a human.
Right.
And so at the end of 2018, Kanye apologized for everything and has kind of gone a little bit rogue. He's trying to like start some Twitter beef with Drake, but Drake's not responding, so it's just like him shadow boxing on Twitter, which is really awkward for everyone that watches it. But I will say this to wrap up the year of Kanye in 2018. I think the Life of Pablo tour that he went on was so extreme, so opulent. Like, he had a floating stage that went over, and like he did back-to-back shows across the country, just this, and he expanded. He added more shows halfway through because he sold out everything. Because the Life of Pablo album was arguably one of the best albums of all time. Right. And it was just crazy. And I think like he was just reeling from that like for a solid 2 years. Like, just had no emotional stamina. And so I'm praying and hoping that Kanye is 2006 again, when he came back and said that he apologized for everything, that he didn't mean what he said. And I'm hoping that he no longer has this bent towards being famous for saying just insane things. Right. Because, yeah, as a person who would previously say that I am a disciple of Kanye West in a very joking manner, Kanye is not Jesus. Okay, we're not going there, folks. I couldn't say that for 2018. It was a rough year. Like, I was genuinely concerned.
But it really says something about our culture and, you know, the world that we live in, that like all of that still makes money. It still makes the news. Yeah. He's still just as popular, even though he had a bad year. Like, he could still have like a...
And I can't say I didn't see this coming, because when so my brother Taylor and I went to his Life of Pablo tour show in LA. Okay. There was only white people there. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, the whole concert, there was like, it was 90% white. And so when I saw that, I was like, oh man. Like, I was like, I wonder if this is going to change how Kanye acts. Like, because his audience is changing. He's no longer an inner city Chicago hero that came from nothing. Right. He's now a rich white kid that likes to pretend hip hop can speak to their life. Yeah. Kind of, although me and my brother aren't rich at all. Okay. And so just like this, I was like, oh man. And then sure enough, it did. Like, his music, everything he did, he partnered in 2018. He partnered with this guy named Lil Pump, who's arguably one of the worst cultural influences to ever impact the United States. And he did a song with him. Why? Because he made millions of dollars off of it. Because he could.
Okay, so if you have any questions, you probably have some comments.
Yes.
You can send them to us at Millennial Lessons.
Millennial Lessons on Instagram. Slide in those DMs.
Yes. Slide in those.
Or you can pull a Gen X and send an email.
Yes. Yeah, send an email to millenniallessons@gmail.com.
Yeah. So I'll check Instagram. He'll probably check email.
Yeah, probably. Or just leave a comment. We'll put this up on YouTube. We'll figure out where where it'll live.
Yes.
So until next time.
Peace.
Peace.